Dr. Halid here. Today I'm going to show you how to get an effective back workout with no equipment. Now, doing a back workout with no equipment is pretty difficult because what do you pull if you don't have any equipment? Don't worry, I got you. And make sure you stay to the end because I got a really creative exercise that you're going to love. So this is for everybody. If you're a beginner, don't worry. I'm going to show you how to do exercises at the beginner level, and then I'm going to show you how to progress. If you're more advanced, if you're stronger, I'm going to show you the exercise progression as well, okay? So we'll be doing as many reps as you can, but stop short of failure on all reps except for the last set. So if you feel like you can do, 30 with it and then your muscle starts giving out, that's when you should stop at about like 28, 29, okay? And then the number of reps that you should be doing with these exercises, you want to be able to do about 6 to at most like 30, 40 reps. If you're doing less than 6, you need to go down and do the easier version of that exercise. If you're doing 30 to 40, you want to go up and do the more difficult version of that exercise, okay? All right, and then make sure you're resting between each set 1 to 2 minutes. The more reps you do, the shorter your rest should be. All right, and then so what we'll be utilizing in this workout is supersets. So you'll do 2 exercises back to back, and then you rest, and then move on to the next set, okay? All right, so we're gonna start off with some warm-ups. Warm up the shoulders, the rotator cuff. It's always good to warm those muscles up whenever you're doing like an upper body exercise day. So let's start with some external rotation. So basically, you're just rotating out like that. So imagine your back is against the wall and you're trying to bring your thumbs towards that wall without raising your elbows. So elbows stay set right there and go from like your belly button and back out. And so when I do these, I like to just do these basically till failure, get it really warmed up, feel the burn. All right, and then the other exercise would be scaption and abduction. So shoulder abduction and then going into scaption. So scaption is kind of like giving somebody like almost like a hug, but going all the way up. So going back and forth, abduction, scaption, kind of like, remember that DX? For wrestling fans, back and forth like that. For those, I do the same thing. I just do those till failure and feel the burn. All right, moving on. So now we want to get the whole body warmed up, get the blood flowing. So we'll do jumping jacks. Simple. Everybody knows jumping jacks. All right, and then do 30 of those. All right, and then so for the agility ladder, so just imagine you have a ladder here, basically just 2 lines here, and then you want to bring both feet in, 1 foot out, both feet in, 1 foot out, just like that. And then just go back and forth to each side 10 times. Okay, all right, my man bun, is it straight? Nope. Okay, whatever, moving on. All right, so then now we want to actually get some blood flowing into the other muscles, our biceps and our back, because that's what we'll be hitting today. So I just have a regular bag here. You can use whatever bag you have. Put whatever you can. You can put some groceries in it, put some milk in it to make it heavy, canned vegetables or whatever, canned food. So yeah, we'll go ahead and just do bicep curls. And we're just trying to get the muscles warmed up. So we'll just do 20 of these, try not to swing, all right? And then working on the lats, we'll do 1 lat at a time. You can hold the bag or you can just hold like some milk, just real lightweight. So basically we're just bending over like that, letting it hang, and then doing shoulder extension, arms stay straight, and then just try and get your arm as high towards the ceiling as you can without swinging. And again, just do about 20 of those on each side or till failure, either one. So that's our warm up. So we'll start out with the first exercise. It's gonna sound very familiar. It's gonna be bicep bag curls. This time we'll do a 1 hand, make it a little bit more difficult. All right, and then so this is obviously gonna be targeting our biceps, and then we'll be supersetting that with lateral raises. But for the bicep curls, it's just simple. Keep your elbows by your side, come up. Depending on the type of bag you have, you can throw a twist in there, but don't make it too complicated. All right, and then to progress that, obviously, just load it with more stuff, okay? All right, and then so the superset exercise will be lateral raises. So You may have to take some weight out the bag, that's fine. And then so we're just going up like that. So I'm gonna use my thumb to help guide you. So your thumb, when it's at your side, I mean, it could be pointing out or pointing forward, but when you go up, you definitely want your thumb pointing upwards. That's gonna keep your shoulder in a more healthy position so you don't get any injuries. So just like that, straight to the side. This is how it looks, like that, okay? And again, to progress this exercise, just put more weight. All right, so that's the superset: bicep curls, bicep bag curls, and lateral raises. Do those back to back, rest, and then do that for 3 sets. The other thing you want to keep in mind is you may need to use lower weight doing those exercises. So if you're using the same bag for the lat extension and the shoulder exercise, think about taking out some weight, okay? All right, and then progressing, simple, add more weight to progress it if you're more advanced. All right, so the next exercise is a very creative one. All right, you're gonna love this one. So we're gonna do suspension exercises, suspension rows and suspension horizontal curls, okay? So setting this up, you have to get a little creative. If you're not buying the TRX straps, what I have here is just a regular bed sheet, okay? So I put the bed sheet over the top of the door. To be able to close the door, you want to make sure you have the bed sheet kind of spread out over the top, otherwise it just won't close. And then so to add a little extra safety, because last thing I want to do is be leaning on it and it slipped through the door and I cracked my head open, and ain't no working out. So what I did was I tied a sock on the end, double knotted it, or not on the end, in the middle of the sheet. And so the sock, you can't see it, it's on the inside of the door. So that's just gonna prevent the sheet from slipping out because that knot is real thick. Your elbows start in front of your body, and you wanna be driving your elbows back behind your body. And that's how you really focus on getting the lats involved, okay? The closer your feet are towards the door, the more difficult it is. So that's to say, the more horizontal your torso is, the more difficult it will be. So when I'm doing my rolls, it's pretty easy doing them here, but my feet go here, now it's a lot more difficult. And for the suspension curls, so one thing, the biceps, this is gonna target the biceps. The biceps assist in doing supination. So there's a way you can hold this so that you have resisted supination. So if I'm holding this, make sure you grab it on the outside like that. So when I'm doing the curls, I'm twisting, and it's resisted when I'm twisting in, okay? So it'll look like this. I grab it on the outside to start. My hands face each other and curling and twisting at the forearms. All right, and again, we want to make sure our elbows are up high and almost trying to bring your hands towards your forehead. And the same thing, to progress that exercise, the closer your feet are to the door, the more horizontal your torso is, the more difficult the exercise will be. So go ahead, try that out. So I just saved you, I don't know if y'all know, but TRX straps cost a lot of money. I just saved you probably like $80. So go ahead, hit the like button for saving about $80 on buying gym exercise equipment, okay? All right, so ready for the next superset. This is gonna include incline bag, hammer curls, and bent over reverse flies. All right, so start with the first one, incline bag, hammer curls. That's gonna target your biceps and your brachioradialis. Based on the grip, when you go into like a hammer curl grip, that's when you focus more of the attention on that muscle. All right, and make sure when you're doing those hammer curls that you're not swinging. You want your elbow to basically lock in place. You don't want to be letting the elbow drive back and making it like a semi-roll type exercise. If you're a beginner, use lighter weight. If you're more advanced and stronger, add more weight, okay? That's how you easily progress. All right, and then the next exercise that you would superset with those curls would be bent over reverse flies. All right, so again, we'll be working on the back. This is gonna hit a lot of the upper back, middle traps, a little bit of the lats. But I like to not always, but I like to finish my back days with some type of reverse fly motion. So with that, Again, make sure your handle is not too long, because again, you're bending over and there's a chance that it could drag, the bag could drag on the floor, so you don't want that. You want to keep your get your torso as horizontal as you can get it while doing this exercise. And again, you do not want to swing the bag. Maybe don't let the bag come all the way down towards your body. Keep tension on the muscle. So instead of coming way down here, I would stop right here and just stay in this range of motion. And again, that's going to keep the tension on the muscle the entire time. So make the exercise a little bit more difficult, activate more muscle fibers, even while you're at home exercising without equipment, because that's the whole goal. Okay, so that is a wrap for the back, bicep, and shoulder no equipment exercise program. So make sure that you subscribe because this is just one of 3 different no equipment exercise workouts I'm gonna put together. So make sure you subscribe. When you subscribe, hit the little bell so that you're notified when I release those videos, and so that you don't miss any future videos, because I'm gonna be talking about nutrition and dieting as well. All right, and so if you like those exercises, tell me which one did you like the best. Were any of those new to you? And then if you have any other creative back, bicep, or shoulder exercises, drop in the comments and let me know, and we could all work together and get through this lockdown together. Okay, until next time.